A woman with terminal illness returns home, only to discover her husband sleeping with another woman. What makes it even more infuriating is that this woman is her best friend. This woman's name is G1. She stands outside the door, listening to her husband and best friend, discussing what to do after she dies. The two of them want to get their hands on G1's insurance money as quickly as possible. Just the day before, her best friend was still comforting G1, making her feel so warm inside. Now hearing this words, G1 can't hold back any longer. She burst into the room, screaming at these two betrayers. However, her shameless husband is still protecting her best friend and wants to lay hands on G1. The hypocritical best friend drops her act too, threatening G1 that she might as well die sooner. G1 completely breaks down. She keeps hitting her best friend to vent her rage. Unexpectedly, her husband GRBC1 pushes her down and she crashes into the corner of the glass table. G1 dies on the spot. However, something unexpected happens. G1 actually wakes up again. She's back in the world 10 years ago. G1 looks at her husband who betrayed her. She starts screaming like a crazy. Everyone in the company gets scared and runs out to see what's happening. They see G1 beating up her boyfriend. Her boyfriend is embarrassed in front of his colleagues. He almost shows his true vicious nature. At this moment, the CEO suddenly intervenes. He grabs G1 and tells her to calm down. Only then does G1 realize she's back at the company she worked 10 years ago. G1 checks the scar on her arm. She discovers it's really gone. Still not fully processing what's happening, G1 accidentally trips. She knocks over the hot water kettle nearby. She sees exactly where it's falling. It's the same spot where she was about to get burned in her previous life. Right at this moment, the CEO intervenes again. He pushes away the hot water kettle and helps G1 up. G1 can't believe what's happening before her eyes. She rushes out of the company. When she sees the outside world, she finally believes she's really back 10 years ago. After G1 returns to her rental room, she looks at the loose change in her hand. She starts remembering everything. G1, who lost her parents at a young age, married her boyfriend, Min Hwan, from the same company early on. On their wedding day, her mother-in-law praised G1 for being beautiful on the surface, but secretly treated her very coldly. In the married life that followed, G1 lived like she was in hell every day. She endured endless torment because G1 couldn't get pregnant for 3 years. Her mother-in-law pushed her even harder to go out and make money, but her husband Min Hwan quit his job to stay home and trade stocks, thinking he could strike it rich.
Not only that, Ji-won also had to bear the pressure from work. This caused problems with her health. When Ji-won went to the hospital for a checkup, the doctor told her she had late-stage cancer, but after mother-in-law and husband found out, they still wanted to squeeze every last bit of value out of Ji-won. Because her husband hadn't been paying the hospital bills for a long time, the hospital had to let Ji-won go home for chemotherapy. After leaving the hospital, Ji-won hailed a taxi, ready to go home. On the way, the driver saw the dejected Ji-won and comforted her to hang in there until the end. When they reached their destination, driver returned all of Ji-won's money to her. At this moment, the newly revived Ji-won sees the symbol on the money. She remembers her deceased father. It turns out that taxi driver was her dead father. He had brought Ji-won the chance to be reborn.